Hello everybody, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Please forgive my voice, I am a bit sick still. And by a bit sick, I mean bleh. Yes, there was one thing that people pointed out that I did forget. I forget to do the bloody quest that I was actually in Vault. This is still Vault 22, by the way. This is just the cave entrance that you go into on the 3rd floor. Take the right path and you end up at oxygen recycling. And in here, I believe there are cartridges in this location. I can't remember for the life of me, but somewhere there are, I think it's in here. Yeah, the cartridge filters, and that's what I was here for. So yeah, now we're off to my favourite vault of all the vaults. If you don't know which vault that is, you'll see. And welcome to my favourite vault in the game, and in any game in fact. I think this is the best vault ever. Welcome to Vault 11. Yes, when we come in, you're just attacked by a couple of bark scorpions, and there is a mantis there, which I don't actually think no, I did get it. But yeah, there are no creatures. Well, there are only creatures in this vault. There are no humans. Oh, I see you. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to VATS you because screw it. And you're up there. There we go. Bug Stomper. Right. Now there is a pistol. And there's a skeleton. There's another skeleton. And there's another skeleton. In fact, in total, there are like 4 skeletons and 1 gun. And if I can find... Oh, crikey, it's been such a long time. Now, where is that recording? Is it here? Yes. Download it complete. And then we go to our data, if you're strange. Yes, I do understand that data is something that people say. Weird people. Is it got to be in... It's in data. It's got to be in data. It's got to be under miss. There we go.
Are we really going to do this? It's open. We could just leave.
I couldn't. Not after that.
We don't deserve to leave. A shining example. That's what it called us. But we were. We did what we were supposed to. Not by a long shot. Anybody would have done what we did.
You ask me? That's exactly the problem. Now let's get on with this.
I'll go first. Wait. People should know what happened. They could learn from it. If there's anyone out there at all, I hope they never have to find out. Ready, Harry? Yeah. No, wait!
Yes, so these 4 people were arguing and basically had a suicide pact, and a final 5th person who you never hear about again, I'm saying that now, dropped this gun and walked away. So yes, immediately you're struck with these posters. Sorry, it's going to take a little bit of time for my brain to catch up with my voice. And my brain to catch up with the things that I actually intended to say, and one of them wasn't my voice. So yes, don't vote Glover. His family needs him. So something very sinister is going on. Rumours about Haley are baseless. Vote Stone for Overseer. So yeah, something very weird is going on. Glover has done nothing wrong. Vote for Stone. So yeah, things are about to... Haley is a known adulterer and communist sympathiser. Elect Haley for Overseer. I hate Nate. Yep, this place gets a bit screwy. And it's full of critters. Which is why Pacienza is such a nice little gun, because it just deals with them in like 1 shot. Which not a lot of stuff actually does. But yeah, these posters are everywhere. And I see you. Right, this is not I hate Nate, I hate Kate has been changed. I am not, well, I know, But when you start, you're not entirely sure of what's going on. But it's such a nice thing. Such a nice little dungeon. I do love this area. It's got such a good story to it. Alright, so I for one actually do not remember for the life of me which terminals say anything. So Vault 11 election guide. Dear fellow Fort Dweller, congratulations. Your dedication to the democratic process is the bedrock on which the continued stability of Vault 11 is based. Now, to help you make your decision for this year's election, the coalition of Vault 11 voting blocks has put together this handy dweller's official guide to obtaining overseers democratically, or do good, that contains a summary of the leading candidates for overseer, as well as their statements, key positions, and most importantly, endorsements. Okay. Hang on. Oh, apparently I've just gone straight through. So, notice of postponement. Due to the tragic events of the last few days, the coalition of voting blocks has unanimously decided to postpone the election for overseer pending further investigation into the murders. Your security team wishes you to know that they are working tirelessly day and night to find the perpetrator and are already following up on a good number of promising leads. God willing, if the killer is apprehended so swiftly, we may have found ourselves a promising new candidate for overseer. So something has gone very, very wrong in this vault. So basically, there have been murders happening, and this vault is dark. It's like, it's proper dark. But they're willing to vote a killer for overseer. And order overseer. Effective immediately, the traditional selection process for overseer is hereby ended. In lieu of a yearly election, a citizen will be chosen 1 month prior to the start of his or her term, with our mainframe's random number generator, ensuring complete impartiality and fairness. Catherine Stone, overseer. So something has... Oh, I didn't read this bit. That's what that last bit was. Yes, so Catherine Stone has changed the way voting works. We'll meet Catherine a lot later on, but yes. Henry Glover. Divine Will block. Allied Service Workers block. I'm a devoted husband and father of 6 beautiful children. My oldest Sam was on the honour roll this quarter, and I couldn't be prouder of him. My youngest Henry Jr. just said his first word, and it was Dada. We've all got this bond already, and he's still just a baby. Friends, when you go to the polls this election, I want you to think of your own children, and I want you to think of Sam and Henry Jr. Picture their faces. Nate Stone should be overseer, not me. Donna Haley. I'm aware of the rumours circulating about me. I want to let everyone to know that there are vicious lies being spread by the other candidates in a desperate spear campaign. I've never in my life done anything so depraved, let alone 4 such things. But even if I had, that still wouldn't mean you should vote for me. Consider the fact that I am grossly underqualified for the position, and that both of my opponents are far more deserving. I know nothing about governance, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a worse candidate than me. I can promise you my administration would be a disaster. Nathan Sohn, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't even be a candidate. And I wouldn't be if it weren't for all the dirty backroom politics going on around here. It's sickening. You should all be ashamed. Yeah, overseer is not fun, apparently. Absolute power. Well, I was going to say it corrupts, absolutely, but you know what? It doesn't. This is actually what I expect would happen in this situation. Hooray! Looks like Mysterious Stranger is bugged out again. Oh no, it's back. He just decides he's going to wait there for like an hour. Hello, there's an NCR trooper here. I do not remember there being an NCR trooper here. Apparently there is though. You know what? Screw it. Doesn't matter. Oh, I think I gamed... Yep, Bug Stomper rank 3. Which means I'm doing quite well with all the bug stompering-y things. And yeah, I think this is just the loungy bit. Is that... Ah, it's empty. Oh, never mind. Well, would you look here? There's a very easy terminal to be hacked, which usually is actually harder than the very hard ones. You know what, I'm just gonna... Don't worry about me. I'm gonna sort this out. There we go, masks. Now this should tell us a security recording. And I think I don't need any... Oh, I see you over there. You didn't see me though. So let's take a listen to said recording.
She can't do this. It's done. We're done. Nothing's done. She's got the authority. The only thing she can't do is change her own fate. Nothing says she can't change the selection process for future overseers. I say she can't. You shouldn't have toyed with her like that, Roy. We still have the majority. We don't vote for anything anymore. I'm not talking about voting. What then? You want to have a sit-in? A hunger strike? Not exactly. Maybe march into her office with torches and pitchforks? Yes. Come on. I mean it. What? Start a revolution? Laws don't outlast their governments. Roy, all we have to do is wait until someone from Justice Block gets picked for overseer. Then we have them change the law back. There won't be any blocks after the new overseer is picked tomorrow. Everyone's going to move on. By the time we've reformed, who knows if we'll still be in the majority? We can hold the block together. Besides, what if the computer picks you? What if it picks me? And your solution is to start shooting? Not if we don't have to. Look, we arm up. We go to the lower floors, take some strategic targets. Power, food, water. Just until she turns authority over to us. The other blocks won't support it. They're tired of us having the power. We have the majority. We don't need them. This isn't a vote, Roy. They'll fight back. They've never had the nerve. Hell of a way to test it.
Yeah, so obviously there is something going on with the votings, and yes, from what we understand, Kate Stone has changed the voting rights, and they don't like it, which means they're scared to be picked for overseer, which is understandable, considering we know exactly what's going to happen to them. At least I do. You probably know what's going to happen to them too. Alright, let's start heading down through the admin wing. I think I've got to pretty much go everywhere, so... Oh, shit. You surprised me. I was not expecting the giantest of rats. Yeah, VAT's camera is acting up a little bit in here. So... Oh, I can do a hard lock terminal. Hey, lucky first guest. Candelabras. Of which I have not seen one. Disengage the lock. I'll probably do that myself, to be honest. Is there anything of value in here? Well, there's a mini nuke. I love myself a good old mini nuke. Is this the armory? It's probably the armory, thinking about it. Oh, stealth boy. Haven't used those much. I used to use them all the time. But then I was always quite afraid of taking a hit, if I'm being perfectly honest. Microfusion cells, energy cells, ammo, but oh, lots of... Yeah, this is the armory. The armory where awesome things occur. And by awesome things, I mean stuff alike. Alright, so we're in the security room and we've got another terminal. This one's got a deposition in it. Excerpt from the deposition of defendant Catherine Stone by Vault Attorney Gerard Miles. Okay, let's pick this up where we left off. Catherine. Sorry, right, Catherine. I'll keep forgetting. My husband calls me Kate. You were telling us of a discussion allegedly with Roy Gottlieb of the Justice Block. Not allegedly. Had. We've been through this. It's still your word against his, Miss Stone. But please, the discussion. He said my husband's name would come up in their meetings. Candidate endorsement meetings? Yes. They were going to endorse him. They wouldn't say why, but they know my husband had a regular poker game with some of them, and he'd been on a winning streak lately. And according to you, what did Mr. Gottlieb offer? He said he could sway his block, prevent the endorsement, only if you what, Catherine? Only if you perform sexual favours? Yes. Was this just for Mr. Gottlieb? No, all the block leadership, they're friends, and you agreed. What else could I do? They had a majority. How long did this go on before the endorsements came out? I don't know, a month maybe? And when they came out, your husband was endorsed despite your supposed agreement. That was when you decided to kill members of the block. Yes, I thought their majority is pretty slim. If I thinned things out a little, especially in the leadership, someone else might get elected. Assuming you weren't caught. No, Mr. Miles, I expected to be caught. That was my best chance. Now they'll elect me. A confessed murderer. You think voters will be willing to put you in charge? They have to pick somebody and live with their reasons. Yes, but wait and see. So, yes, Kate. What do we know about Kate so far? So far, we know that she was manipulated into providing sexual favours to, well, blackmailed, let's be honest, to, was it the Human Dignity Block, I think they were part of? And from there, they decided to vote her husband to be overseer anyway, and she didn't like it, obviously. And after that, after that she changed the voting regulations. It's all a bit weird, wouldn't you say? I know I would. And now we're in the overseer's office. Oh, there's a tripwire here with a shotgun. Disarm the shotgun as well, because why the chuffy chuff not? What just happened there? Oh yeah, there are traps in this area, but I've got light steps, so I don't actually need to worry about them. So, officer's terminal requires key. Where, if I were a terminal key, where would I be? Answer, somewhere else. Yep. Things went to hell and people started putting traps everywhere. And they died down here. Because, why not? We're now in utility. Oh, hello. I won't take your antenna, I'll take your head though. Or maybe I won't. Oh no, doing terribly at this. Well, you disintegrated, didn't you? And you're over there. Didn't get... There's your wing. Apparently your wing doesn't count. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so people down here started to fortify themselves with ammo, and things sort of disintegrated from there, it seems. I say it seems, I know what happened. Did disintegrate from there. Yeah, and they killed people on the other side of the barricades, because that's how barricades work. Now, I do believe... Oh. Have I had my light on this whole time? I've got my rebreather on, so it's not a big deal. I do believe that... Can I not open that? Okay. Is it here? Differential pressure controller. So I've got the thing that I need. I think that's like negligible. I mean, the rads are ticking up, but who cares? It's fine. I've got rad away up the wazoo. And I can't remember what for the life of me what's down here. I've got some extra ammo that I don't need for a gun that I really don't use. Oh well. Ultimate head banging. Extreme. I always love these little bugs. They're so cute. This little fellow appears to be stuck. That's fine. I will unstuckify you. No, I don't think there's anything around here particularly interesting. Oh wait, the reactor's here. How did you guys get behind all these doors? I just don't know. Yes, yes. Oh, where did my head go? My head is distinctly gone in that image. No, I've still got a head. It's fine. I spy with my little eye something that is going to die. And yet more ammo. Rads increasing when you're in the water. I actually don't remember this bit. This bit's good. I do like not knowing where the frick I am in this game. Ooh. down. I genuinely don't remember this bit. That's really cool. I mean, there's got to be something useful down here. Oh, look at the things that burn. Oh, no, down. Thank you. And then I can up. Hi. Might need to take a rad away at some point soon. Huh? Did I not just do this? Or is this the way I'm supposed to come from the reactor room? Not sure. I guess so. Weird. Squidge, 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 squidge. And down in the water. That's actually quite satisfying to do. Well, here's the cafeteria. All the creatures are dead, so I don't remember being in here. But I may have been. I mean, these vaults tend to get you turned around, and I'm... Look, they're stockpiling food in the cafeteria. And like, they... Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's, Why are all these mantises... I'm pretty sure I've not been in here. Were they stockpiling mantises as food? I mean... In my twisted version of the world, this makes sense, I guess. Oh, we got another recording. Prepared speech of Gus Olsen, Ombudsman, for the annual Overseer election. Which brings the thing, thought, why? Oh, I guess it had the terminal password with it. Good afternoon. Each year it is the appointment task of the Ombudsman not only to officiate the election, but to chronicle it in hopes that after the last overseer walked to his death in the chamber beneath his office, that the vault has become still, that one day some excavator from humanity, or perhaps some yet unknown race of super beings, might find our recordings and incorporate them into historical canon. But lately it's occurred to me that's not really why. I think that the real reason we do it is because we want to believe that somewhere in the archives that there's an answer to all this. Or perhaps there will be one when the historical records are completed and the whole story is told. We want it to make sense, to understand why the vault's mainframe will kill us if we do not offer one of our own as a yearly sacrifice, to fully comprehend why we continue to have these elections despite the unfettered corruption that has plagued it for what now must be decades. There was a simpler time when the election meant shaking hands and kissing babies, but now with the rise of the voting blocks and this infestation of bribery, drug trafficking, smuggling and God knows what else, we want to know why. Well, I've been through the archives and I can tell you, you won't find the answer there. You'll find an account of the first overseer who entered the vault as the only citizen aware of the sacrifices he would have to take place. But he didn't have the answers either. If he did, he surely would have foreseen the citizens' anger when he broke the news. Surely he would have guessed that they would want to choose a sacrifice democratically in the way that we citizens are accustomed to washing our hands of terrible deeds. And that his name would be at the top of the polls, and that the simultaneous vacancy of Overseer and Martyr would forever fuse the two positions here in Vault 11. But he didn't. He had the answers no more than any of us, and the records state that after the citizens discovered that the sacrificial chamber's password was his wife's Betty's first name, and its door was unsealed so he could be offered as the first sacrifice, he walked down into that room crying like a child. Ah, so Betty is the password. I can only wonder that if there are answers to be found, we are going along with this because we don't see another choice. Nevertheless, I still hold on to hope that we can find one. I urge you to take the journey I took, to remember that it wasn't so long ago that we ruled by civility and our dignity, and that those were times when we didn't have to be quite so ashamed. Thank you. Okay, so now we have the password. Now, we can... I actually meant to turn off my light. We can go to the Overseer's office through the reactor, as far as I remember, and go down and find out what all the fuss is about. Alright, so, Overseer's terminal. Logged in. Overseer Order 745. Effective immediately, the traditional selection process for Overseer is hereby ended. In lieu of a yearly election, a citizen will be chosen 1 month prior to the start of his or her term with the mainframe's random number generator, ensuring complete impartiality and fairness. And open the sacrificial chamber. Words, not my strong suit. So, yes, this is where I drop a save. Alright, so I've decided to go with Elijah's lair when I do this. Take a coffee mug. Oh, look at all the bloodstream. Let's open the door. Down.
Congratulations, martyr. Your fantastic journey is only just beginning. Please proceed to the light. The light
go into
is
the light.
calming and puts your mind at ease. Go to the light.
Okay.
Welcome. Please sit in the chair.
Yeah,
The show is about to begin.
Before I do that, I think I need to put some stuff down. Before we do anything. These are pulse mines. These are for robots. Now, what's going to happen?
The show requires that you sit in the chair.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. And then, hopefully... Oh, I've got Implant GRX. Of course I have. So as soon as the walls open... It is
absolutely essential that you sit in the chair.
You say that, but if you stay seated in the chair, you're not going to have a good time. But we will...
You have no other choice. You must sit in the chair. Greetings, martyr, and welcome. If you're here now, it means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive.
Yeah,
Currently,
you say that.
You may be feeling sad or angry. Perhaps you never got to have grandkids or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship. And some of us are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment to reflect on the moments that made your life worth living.
Let's take a moment.
Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things?
No.
Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great life. Living it has been its own reward.
Uh-huh.
But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
Right, now's the time for Implant GRX. All of them. Right. Here we go. Oh, I should have waited for the Implant GRX. Incoming murder. Right, hopefully they will... Right, that one's down. Oh. And there should be turrets. Yep, turrets. I can't believe I'm still there we go. I'm out of turbo. I survived. Oh my god. I survived and they didn't even get a chance to get out of the room. I normally have way more of a trouble with that. Oh. Oh, and I had my light on the whole time. That makes things slightly weirder. Whew. Okay. Okay, I want my light back on. There we go. And, oh, did it. And that's a robo brain. That's a nasty piece of work. They had a sentry bot in, which are evil in confined spaces. Had missiles, for God's sake. And you just had a regular protectron. And look at all the people who died. All the overseers that came into this room. Or I guess they may have dragged them into this room at the end. There's nothing in the footlocker, of course. Yeah, they may have just dragged them into this room. Yeah, even more corpses. So, yep, let's open this door and activate the mainframe. Override the lockdown. System recording, Vault 11 solution. Automated response, Vault 11 solution. And that's 550 XP. Stealth Boy is worn off, finally. And this one.
Alright, I know you can hear me, so listen up. There's 5 of us left. 5 out of I don't know how many. So, it's over. We've talked and it's over. We're not gonna send anybody to die anymore. So shut off our water, our gases, or do whatever it is you're programmed to do. But we're done listening to you.
Okay, so that was the message they sent to the Vault system. Let's see.
Congratulations, citizens of Vault 11. You have made the decision not to sacrifice one of your own. You can walk with your head held high, knowing that your commitment to human life is a shining example to us all. And to make that feeling of pride even sweeter, I have some exciting news. Despite what you were led to believe, the population of Vault 11 is not going to be exterminated for its disobedience. Instead, the mechanism to open the main vault door has now been enabled, and you can come and go at your leisure. But not so fast. Be sure to check with your overseer to find out if it's safe to leave. Here at Vault-Tec, your safety is our #1 priority.
Let's get out of here before we unpick that. Alright, so this vault with posters all around it. People doing hugely, horrifically non-okay things with their political views. It's basically a mirror for our own world, isn't it? But yes, this world where these people destroyed everything and then they refused to send one of their own, finally, after maybe hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, it was yearly, so it could have only been a maximum of 200 people. They refused to send anyone down, and then they were called a shining beacon of humanity. And these 5 people came here and said, they opened the door and then they said, no, let's just end it all together. Except for one guy. One guy who dropped this pistol and then left through the open vault door. Wonder what became of that guy. Welcome to the side of New Vegas that people don't generally come to, and that's because there's not a lot of here, but there is Vault 21, which was the gambling and casino vault. And this is Sarah.
Hello.
Sarah?
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
Only vault hotel in the whole room. What kind of things do you sell in the gift shop?
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too.
Vault Gear, can you show me what you got?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? Oh, look at these toasters. You like toast, right? If they're crunchy, even better. What about a vintage Vault-Tec toy car? Or...
Yeah, stop right there. Do you actually have any Vault Gear?
Okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff has been sold, especially the vault suits. I need to find more because people buy them like hotcakes. Leather suits are good times. Thinking about that just blows my top.
I'll help you out.
You would? You really would? That would help me a lot.
Shame you can't fix boomer suits. They're very similar to vault suits.
Hey, who says I can't fix that? You bring me those boom suits too, okay?
Okay, you got it.
Thank you. You're an angel.
Well, it's funny. Would you like
Good
some...
to see you again.
I have Vault Gear for you.
You do? That's wonderful. Let me see what you brought. All right. That's going to net you lots of caps, my friend. Do you want to trade all your vault suits right now?
Yeah, I would like that.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
And you gave him strip fame for all that. 4 Vault 3, 9 Vault 22s, and 22 Vault 11s. There's a math thing going on there that I'm not quite sure about. And here I am with all the stuff the Brotherhood needs. However, there was that one guy that wanted me to speak to Ramos and maybe get him elected elder.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular.
I am highly irregular.
Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely.
I'm just special.
You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
So, what would an elder have to do to get kicked out?
So, you've been talking to Harden, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Harden. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
I will do that. So tell me what happened at Helios.
I'm sure someone's told you all this before.
I do know about this,
Several years
yes.
back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Okay, yeah, Elijah was a bit of a dick. But yeah, that's from the Brotherhood perspective. Okay, let's go to talk about getting some of those things that Harden wants. Why, hello there, Scribe
Look,
Ibsen.
this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
Something wrong?
Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment.
Why is that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the way. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
Sounds about right. A virus?
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Anything I can do to help?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or 2, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
Can the virus's files be partitioned So read access is provided by the kernel administrator. Waffle, 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 science-y at it.
What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move.
You know what? This is actually really tricky to do if you don't have science. I've done it once on my first playthrough, and it took me about half an hour to get this done. Well, what do I need to do?
You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over. Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible, but the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish, but we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims. When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing.
I'll give it a try then.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Okay. Access data store. Nope. Just gotta find it. Nope. I actually genuinely don't know if I can start before he tells me to. But it's going to be a pain in the ass to do it. So I might have to use
The virus just jumped.
find some terminals with it.
Which terminals it went to?
Okay, I will do that. And hopefully just partitioning it. Nope. Found literally none of them. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Yeah, I haven't found one piece yet. Partition the virus. Check the partition. Partition confirmed. That's one partition. And he's going to jump any second now.
The virus has been purged.
Got it! Finally.
You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off.
No, only
but
took
I'm
me
glad
5
to be wrong
minutes
for
this
once.
time.
Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
Actually, now that Damon's... What do you think of McNamara trying to get... Harden trying to get McNamara dismissed?
I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again.
How do I get access to more topics in the data store?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Okay, I think I can just access the computer and Ramos has given me stuff. Elder dismissal incidents. Incident 1. This day, Raymond Lawn was dismissed from his post as elder for committing the crime of murder. Brother Lawn was known to have hostile feelings towards the victim. Senior scribe Ritter, the guilty party, insists that Ritter's death was a tragic case of friendly fire. Bunker was under attack at the time, but the tribunal felt they could not let him persist as elder with such suspicion hanging over him. Number 2. Kenneth Jones. The chains that bind. Shall no longer bear the title of elder. Brother Jones has willfully gone against the chains that bind. Has been forced to step down. Head paladin Lindquist succeeds him as elder. What's number 3? Destroying an unknown device recovered from a recent expedition. Purpose and function of the device remain unknown, and Brother James has thus far been proven unwilling to discuss the matter. Okay. What's the other stuff? Bunker information. Project goals, actually. Self-sustaining shelter for high-ranking VIPs that can serve as command structure in times of crisis. Okay, so that's what the bunker was for. Okay, So, let's go
Hey.
and speak to Hardin. And by Hardin, I obviously meant Ramos.
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
Yes. One of the data stores mentioned the chain that binds. What's that exactly?
That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades.
Okay. Let's go and deal with the chains that bind. Here we go. Chain that binds. Chain that binds is the cornerstone of our organisation. The rock that supports the great tree of the Brotherhood and its myriad branches. It holds that orders to flow from on high down through the ranks. An order from a superior must always be obeyed, that their wisdom may be carried out without hesitation. Orders are to observe the flow and not skip ranks. A superior may only give orders to his direct subordinates and not to those beneath them. In this way, the harmony of the intent and cohesion of thought is maintained.
Now using tech we've never heard
Okay,
of.
so he may have
We need to send a
skipped
team up there
that
soon.
and started giving orders to people beneath him. Or beneath the people who were beneath him. Yeah, sorry, McNamara, I'm just dealing with something on this side. There you go. Hello, Hardin.
What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Do you know anything about the chains that bind?
I could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training. What about it?
One of the few times an elder was dismissed due to it.
I could be wrong, but I think that's a dead end. McNamara's always followed orders, and we've been incommunicado since fleeing Helios.
Did you know there's a second part to it?
Second part? What are you talking about?
It says the superior is not allowed to give orders to the men under his subordinate.
That is the standard procedure, yes. For example, McNamara gives orders to head scribe Taggart, who then relays further orders to the scribes. I wasn't aware that failing to do so was punishable, however. Interesting. If we can just find an instance where McNamara went around someone and gave orders to their subordinates, we'll have him.
Found the patrols for the Elder. They had mission discs with orders from McNamara on them.
Just as I thought. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me. The nerve of that man.
Yeah,
This little stunt is probably what got them killed in the first place. Our normal patrol routes are known to be relatively safe. This is exactly what I've been looking for. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me, thereby breaking the chain that binds. With this, I can finally have him removed as Elder and end this ridiculous lockdown.
So, what happens now?
There are a number of people I'll need to talk to. The process won't be instantaneous, but with this evidence, my path is clear. It shouldn't take more than a few days, and then we can begin moving forward again.
And become accepted. Doo-loo-loo-loo. Oh, look at you. Hi.
Welcome, my friend. A new day has dawned for this chapter, and moving forward we will no longer cower in the dark. And we have you to thank for it. You'll find that I can be generous to those who show loyalty. Here, take this key. If you ever find yourself in need of repair, head to our safe house to the northeast. Now, what can I do for you?
Want to join the Brotherhood?
Yes, I thought you might, given how much time you've spent here. That's not usually a request we agree to. Typically, we take in the young, so that they might be trained through adolescence. In special cases, we allow exceptional individuals to conditionally join. Luckily for you, you happen to be exceptional. The condition is that you must complete a task. This task must prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have what it takes to join the Brotherhood. I happen to have something perfectly suitable in mind. Though I warn you, it won't be easy. Still interested?
Yeah, sure.
Back when we were stationed at Helios, our scouts reported that a group was establishing itself in the area as a distributor of pre-war weapons. Our elder at the time, Elijah, was too concerned with getting Helios running and fending off the NCR, so he ordered us to leave them alone. It's time that we correct that oversight and show this region that the Brotherhood is still a force to be reckoned with. I want you to visit these weapons dealers, this Van Graff family. Make an example of them. Leave no one alive. When the job is done, report back, and I'll arrange for a team to clean up the site and retrieve the weapons.
Okay, but considering I need them for another quest, no, we're not going to do that. Welcome to the past. Yes, we're going to ignore Hardin because, one, Hardin's not a very nice man. Two, you can't get as revered with the Brotherhood as you can with Elder McNamara. And two, I just like Elder McNamara better. I mean, he's possibly a bit overcautious, but I think in the Wasteland, you can't really stop yourself from thinking that that is a better way to be than to not be cautious at all. And Hardin is just horrible. Don't like Hardin. Hello, Elder McNamara.
Back again, I see. Have you found all the components we need?
I have indeed. Still looking for them?
Please make all...
Okay, what have I forgotten? Forgot to speak to Ibsen. You're not Ibsen. You're not Ibsen. Not Ibsen. Lorenzo. Where's Lorenzo? Lorenzo? Where are you? There you are.
Good to see you. Alive, that is. Have you found all of the components yet?
They're all right here.
Really? I mean, that's great. I knew you could do it all along. I'll get right to work installing these. Why don't you go tell the Elder the good news? I'm sure it'll be a huge load off of his shoulders.
I'm sure it will as well. Let's go and
more
speak
troops into the area.
to McNamara. And all the way through. Oh, crikey, that hair is incredibly yellow. If I ever get hair that yellow, it'd probably be cool, actually. Hello.
Back again, I see.
This time I did. Lorenzo's on it.
Good news for a change. Your efforts have humbled me, outsider. You have done more than I could expect, even from my brothers.
Shocking, that.
Moreover, I've been going over the scouts' reports, and keep coming up with the same conclusion. The NCR is not the threat I've believed it to be. We should not have had to rely on your help in this crisis. I believed my actions were guided by caution and prudence, but I now see the truth. People called me a hero after what happened at Helios. But I left that battle scarred by fear, and have allowed that weakness to govern my actions. That ends now. I will undo the wrong I have done my brethren and lift the lockdown. With luck, we will once again flourish. Please, take this. It is a small token of my thanks, and scarcely begins to repay the debt owed you, but is all I am allowed to give an outsider. This key will allow you to use our safe house to the northeast. I hope it will prove useful in your travels.
Okay, so I am now liked. I'd also kind of like to, join the Brotherhood. That was
Welcome,
possible.
outsider, welcome. The lockdown has been officially lifted, and everyone seems to be in good spirits. With the surface open to us once again, Hardin's already started talk of sending a force out to attack Helios, but I hope to dissuade him. What can I do for you?
Want to join Brotherhood?
You've certainly earned the right, but I'm afraid there's a slight matter of protocol that must be dealt with first. Exceptional individuals...
Yes,
like,
I heard this from Hardin another
actions
lifetime
up to
ago.
this point have been commendable. I am afraid they don't quite qualify as such a service. However, I do have another...
Yes...
As one of our patrols discovered, the mutants just to the northeast have become strangely violent in the years we were secluded. However, this turn of events could also be an opportunity. We mostly left the equipment of the communications array there alone, out of respect. As the inhabitants have now proven themselves hostile, no more respect will be accorded them, making their equipment fair game. I want you to head up to the summit of Black Mountain and install this remote signal transmitter in one of their consoles. It will allow us to tap into the radar and other detection systems running there, assuming they're still operational. If we're going to operate on the surface again, it would be nice to do so with as much information at our fingertips as possible. Good luck.
I don't really need it. I've cleared it out before. I don't think they respawn. But if they do, pretty sure I can handle them. Yep, these guys... Oh. My radiation... I've now got minor rad poisoning. Okay, that's fine. Let's deal with the minor rad poisoning. Ugh. Rad way. I've only got 43 of those. How terrible. Yeah, so we're going up to Black Mountain. Again, the super mutants don't care. I'm happy. It'll all be easily done. Here we are in Tabitha's broadcasting room. Activate the radar console. Install the remote signal transmitter. Install the device as directed. Immediately, a small green light on it begins pulsing, indicating it's begun transmitting. That was it. That was it. Compared to kill the Vangraffs. Oh, what?
There you are. A few of us wanted to thank you for being such a good friend to the Brotherhood, so we've set aside some of our recycled energy cells.
Oh, right.
We'll leave a few of them in that footlocker in the corner every so often. The paladins scoff at using recycled ammo, so no one should mind.
What crate? Where is it? I think it's actually by this... by age or somewhere. Oh, I'll find it eventually. Hello, once more, McNamara.
Greetings, my friend. I hope I...
Yes, I installed the device right up at Black Mountain as instructed.
Yes, we've already started receiving telemetry from it. This will be a great help in our future efforts, and I thank you. Now then, it is my great honor to bestow upon you the title of Paladin of the Brotherhood for meritorious service above and beyond the call of duty.
You know it.
I'm afraid a formal ceremony was out of the question, given our current state. But I hope this will make up for it. I had the Knights refurbish a suit of our power armor for your use. It's one of the earlier models, but it should serve you well. Now, I suppose I'm going to have to show you how to use it, aren't I?
Please do.
First, let's go over how to put it on. There. I think you've got the knack of it now. You should now be able to wear any kind of power armor you come across. I've also given the order that all of our equipment be made available to you, not just the more mundane arms. You're a member of the Brotherhood now, and your gear should reflect that. Lastly, you will be allowed to come and go as you please. You've done so much for us that to do otherwise would be a crime. I just ask that you keep the Brotherhood's interests at heart in all your dealings.
Yeah, mostly.
Remember that you will always have a home here.
But they don't actually give you a home. Just saying. And we've completed Eyesight to the Blind. And I think on that note, we're gonna call it an episode there. I've been Zombie Cleo. This has been Fallout New Vegas. Class dismissed.